Today we're back in Clash of Clans, taking a look at the Yeti high-level attacks using so many earthquake spells. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and like I said, we are back in Clash of Clans today, and I'm excited to bring you some of these Supercell CWL hits that were done in Divine Justice, utilizing so many Yeti and so many earthquake spells. Not only one attack strategy do I have for you today, but I have multiple different strategies. One of them that is just so impressive. It's basically the reason I'm making this video today. So we're going to get into all that in a moment, guys. But before we do, I want to make sure you remember to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for daily Clash of Clans videos, and I have an announcement. Starting on Monday, I will be live streaming 4 days a week on Twitch. Yeah, guys, we're moving on over to Twitch for live streams. I'm still going to be doing multiple live streams per week on YouTube as well, but 12 p.m., so right in the middle of the day, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch for between 1 and 2 hours, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Hope you guys come through. There's going to be a link in the description of this video to my Twitch account. Come on through. We're going to clash some days and play other games on other days, and then we're going to continue with our Friday streams right here on YouTube in the PM at 10 p.m. Eastern with Clash of Clans, and probably on Tuesday nights as well. So now, enough about what the streaming is happening and what's going on, although it's pretty darn exciting stuff. Make sure you come follow me. Let's look at the first attack. So the first attack that I'm featuring here, guys, is done by Strongmen. And if you look at the composition right here, there are 15 Yeti. We have the Siege Barracks, and we have 12 Earthquake spells. Basically what's happening in this attack is the entire core of the base is being opened up. We're rushing the Yeti, and they are just spamming the base. Let's watch this one in action. Strongman really figuring out where those earthquake spells want to be placed to have that dive perfect right into the base. So this is the initial entrance. We're opening up the compartment with the town hall as well, making sure he hits the town hall to get that 25% damage, and then opening up the wall into that inferno compartment as well. Basically, all the inferno towers are accessible. The eagle artillery can be reached. The town hall can be reached. Everything is able to be reached from those quake spells. We have the siege barracks being dropped, and that P.E.K.K.A can walk along the outside of the base. And the Royal Champion is going to join that surge as well. Now, the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability used early on the attack while the troops are all dealing with the enemy queen, the Inferno Towers, the Eagle Artillery. Lots going on. So, since there's no spell support, there's no rage, there's no heal, you got to use the Grand Warden early, making sure your troops stay up for the initial surge into the base because they need to make their way to the Town Hall. Now, remember, even if the Yeti might start dying to those Inferno Towers and to the Giga Inferno, the Yeti, if they die, the Yetimite are going to come on out, and they're going to take down the Town Hall. Look at all these Yetimite coming through, taking out the defenses as they, the Yeti die. And that's kind of good, because you get the Yetimite, and they then kill other things. I love this attack, guys. It's a little scary to be going into an attack with no spells after you open up all the walls, besides one free spell that was donated. Or actually, that was cooked up. But either way, one free spell, everything else is all Earthquake. You have to rely on the power of your troops to just dive into the base and be able to push through. And as you can see right here, it worked out nicely. Now, in that siege barrack, there was a P.E.K.K.A, an Ice Golem, and a Giant. But remember, it starts out with the P.E.K.K.A, then all the wizards, and then more tanks coming at the end. So really a lot of great value from the barracks. Now we have another variation of this same attack using less earthquakes. 8 earthquake spells in this composition. We have Nedster from Divine Justice coming on in on the #1 base from this CWL matchup. 15 Yeti, 8 Earthquakes, 2 Rage, and 1 Freeze spell on this one. Starting out with a Yeti up in the north for funneling with that wizard as well. You really need to funnel your troops well. If you don't, which I've made examples of time and time again where I just rush my funnel and it doesn't work out well. If you don't funnel properly, guys, your troops are going to go around the outside of the base and you're never going to get to the core, and that's just not good. So the initial compartment was opened, and then opening up that compartment to the Town Hall and to the Eagle Artillery. Basically another straight dive into the base. On this attack, he wouldn't have had as much value from the extra Earthquake spells, so Nedster decided he's going to bring Rage spells instead to make these Yeti go ham as they go into the base. Because remember, Yeti under Rage and Yeti Might under Rage are unbelievable. When you get the Rage spell, they're stronger as well. So those Yeti Might are doing even more damage when they're raged up on the defenses that they encounter after they pop out of the pack on the back of the Yeti. So the Grand Warden's ability was not used on the Town Hall, but look at this. Look at the power going through. Look at all of those Yeti Might just jumping on top of the surrounding defenses, allowing for the Queen to come through and 1 or 2 shot these defenses because they're already so weak. Now there is the Royal Champion working on this Inferno Tower compartment. What was she doing? Was she going after skeletons or something? Because remember, she can jump walls. She doesn't actually have to pound through them as our Queen does. But she's still doing a really nice job. 1, 2, 3 shotting the cannons as well. I believe that was a max level cannon too. And the rest of this is going to be cleanup. The Queen's ability is intact. I only see 2 defenses. We have a Tesla and a Mortar left on this base. And we have the P.E.K.K.A, the King, a Yeti. We have a couple of Yeti down here. Really, the rest is just summon it all up, cleaning it all up. There's nothing that's dangerous. So we can double time to the rest of it. So let me know, guys, are you using the Yeti at Town Hall 12 or Town Hall 13? And if so, what kind of success are you seeing? I'm using a P.E.K.K.A Yeti Attack with a Quad Quake in Legends League, and it's doing pretty well. It's one of the more successful strategies I've been using lately. Maybe at the end of the video I'll share a replay of one. We'll see. Hertha is coming in with this attack, and you can see this one includes the healers. Now, I hear that in Clash of Clans, the Yeti with healers is just so powerful. And when you think about it, guys, the healers are going to be on the Yeti. The Yeti will take damage, throw out the Yeti Might, then get healed up again. So what you're making are infinite spawners. Something that's going to continuously spawn as long as it continuously gets healed up. So starting out with that Warden Walk, which I have yet to master. I am not very good with the Warden Walk. Maybe it's my patience. I'm not really sure. We have a Quad Quake in this one. Remember, 4 Earthquake spells are going to open up any level of wall. Now we have the Siege Barrack coming through, and that's going to let out that initial P.E.K.K.A, the wizards behind, and then, of course, whatever's in it afterward. Jumping into the compartment with the Town Hall, where will the Quad Quake be used? There we go, opening up the Eagle Artillery compartment, and 2 Inferno Tower compartments, also allowing these troops to get into that Scatter Shot, which does a lot of damage. The Scatter Shot can be a pain in the butt for sure, especially if all your troops are bunched together as they are on this attack. But the healers, they're getting that great value. The walking spawners, those Yeti, are just getting healed back up, continuously spawning those Yeti Might. And we have Hogs coming out of the Siege Barracks right now. So a lot of people are going to put the Hogs, because what it really equals are back-end Hogs on the attack. They'll path to the defenses, go around the base pretty naturally if the base is hollowed out, as it was by Hertha on this one. And with the healers left in the attack, it all is looking really solid. The Hog Riders could even get a little bit of heal if they get a little bit closer. It would be nice to see those Hogs absorb a little bit of that healer juice, but not sure if it's going to happen. We do have a tough compartment to get through over here. 3 Expos, 1 cannon. We have 1 Archer Tower. What was that dropped? Oh, that was the... Oh, my goodness. Did you see that Royal Champion ability? Gee, can you pop that on the screen again for everyone to see? That Royal Champion just beat down hardcore on those Expos. That compartment that was really difficult to deal with, Royal Champion said, that's not difficult to deal with. We're just gonna use the ability, pop it right on through. Now, I wonder if Hertha planned that pathing, or if it was just like, yes, all is right in the world. We got this. We're gonna triple because of that Royal Champion. Although the kill squad was still so solid, it probably still would have crushed through the base. It's Saf with another Yeti attack on this one. 15, a wall wrecker at least right now. 8 earthquake spells, opening up the center of the base completely. Check that out. Going nice and slow, making sure the placement is proper. Now, where will the other quakes go? Is he going to open things up over here? Is he going to come in from the other side? Let's find out. Sometimes these bases, especially at Town Hall 13, they get really complex. And I should say Town Hall 12 also, because you don't get any new wall at Town Hall 13. So we had the Octo Quake coming in. Now we're going to be able to have all the troops just kind of siphon in through that wall. We do have the wall wrecker though, so let's see here if the wall, yeah, the wall wrecker is coming in. We have that dead space, which can really make troops path the wrong direction. If you notice this right here, that's going to oftentimes have the Yeti go around the Town Hall rather than straight through it. So funneling is going to be important. The wall wrecker goes down. The Eagle artillery is raining on our troops. The town hall goes down and drops that giga bomb. But the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability was right there perfectly, so none of that damaged any of our kill squad. All the spells are done. There's no more spells left in the composition. It's just our hero abilities. The King, Queen, and the Royal Champion abilities are left over. We have a lot of tanks running through the base right now. Now, no siege barracks on this one. I think what I would have liked to have seen is the wrecker taken out, maybe some wall breakers to get through that initial compartment, and then a siege barrack behind just to continuously send in all those troops. I mean, not that I'm a professional with it, because I'm definitely not yet, but I think you get so much value out of that siege barracks, where the wall wrecker just opens wall. The stone slammer is at least going to take down defenses along the way, but the siege barracks brings you that extra troop comp. So battle blimp really only used during the electron. Wall wrecker really only used if you want to dive deep into a base. At least that's where you can get value from it. And the stone slammer is going to take out defenses. You know, it's that balloon on steroids. And then the siege barracks is going to be bringing you all those extra troops, which is so much value. It's increasing your camp space. Now, Atlas is coming in with the final attack I'm going to share with you guys from this CWL matchup. And I want to tell you guys, they are doing really well. Divine Justice has won every single round, I believe. We'll look at the end of this, but they're doing really nicely. Again, coming in with a healed version of the attack. And it is the Grand Warden. Now, if you notice here, guys, look at that Grand Warden. It's the brand new skin. We have Atlas completing, maybe gemming, I don't know, completing the entire golden path for this month. Pretty nice and early for doing that. I haven't done it yet. But I'll tell you, that Warden looks a heck of a lot better than the Party Warden. IMO. That means in my opinion. All right, so the Warden Walk doing a good job, raging him up. Maybe because he's worried about time. I really don't know why he would use the rage right there. It seems like a waste of the rage spell. But you know what? Atlas is a better attacker than me, so Atlas probably knows. Yeti are going to take that jump. We're going to have the King setting the funnel as well. Hopefully. Yes, there we go. The King set the funnel. The Yeti can now jump in. See, that's a spot where I would make a mistake. I would mess something up right there, and all those Yeti would walk around the base, and I'd completely miss the Town Hall. Echo luck, Echo style. It's how it works for me. Grand Warden's ability being clutch right there, protecting from the Giga Bomb, protecting from the Eagle artillery slamming down on all the troops. Rage is dropped. There is a freeze spell left as well, but we have the Inferno Tower compartment right here that could do damage, so I'm hoping that he's going to save the rage spell for that compartment if need be. You really want to be able to slow down or actually stop the melting process of those Infernos. But, you know, he does have those healers on the Yeti. And look at all the Yetimite jumping on in. Look at this. Taking out defenses left and right. The Yetimite are being spawned because the healers are keeping up that group of Yeti. It just works out so beautifully. I mean, healers are good. Healers are good with Yeti. It just makes complete sense. I'm just going to sit here and watch this because it's nice looking. I mean, the free spell wasn't needed. The Royal Champion's ability is still intact. The Archer is still... Are we going to have a Swarcher, which is a swag Archer? Not that it even matters. That's just me acting stupid, guys. It's how we do. So while we watch this cleanup, we're going to talk about Twitch one more time. I've felt the urge to stream more often, guys. Now that I'm full-time, I have this time during the day where I can do some live streaming. And I figured I would start doing that now. And I'm going to do it on Twitch. We're going to keep most video content on YouTube and do a whole lot of streaming on Twitch. Just because that's probably the best thing to do. But again, if you're a member here on YouTube, that's completely awesome. I appreciate you. Remember, when we get to 50 members on the channel, I have to go get my ears pierced and vlog it for all you guys to watch. We're at 47 today. So it looks like that's going to happen maybe next week. We'll have to see. So, yeah. Continued support to YouTube streaming twice a week. Don't worry about it, but we're going to Twitch too. And there you go. They did win every war so far. This war just did begin for the 7th day. But guys, I mean, 6 days, 6 victories. Divine Justice, a level 20 clan. You know what? Let's go take a look at them. Let's look at the clan details. If you guys want to apply to be part of this clan family, part of the EYG family, Divine Justice is one of the clans I've been covering now for 2 years. So you know I got a lot of love for these guys. And if you want to come on through, possibly clash with me sometimes, and you're league ready, basically you're a max 12 or 13, come to DJ. We'll welcome you with open arms. Now, I told you guys I'd share one of my attacks with you from Legends League using Yeti, and this is the composition I've been using. 2 P.E.K.K.A, 11 Yeti. We have the Quad Quake and the Jump Spell. And I'm going against a base right here, guys, that I would typically fail against. Echo fail would normally happen on this base because I'm awful against the donut. But I decided to come in here with the wizards and the Yeti to just try and, you know, take down the stuff on the outside, take down the corners of the base. We're going in right there with the earthquake spell, trying to soften some stuff up and make a clear path. Now notice, things are being cleared a little bit. The Yeti and that wizard are kind of setting the pathing, and I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing in all of the troops because I really do want them to go into the town hall. But will they? That's the question. I dropped the P.E.K.K.A. and the Queen. I figure they can pound on the wall a little bit and get in rather than wasting the jump, because I wanted to jump out of the back of that square compartment in the center. All the Yeti, I spread them out a little bit just so that they don't all get struck by the Eagle Artillery. And we have a Lava Hound balloon coming out of the clan castle. Now, it looks like the Yeti are going to dive right into the base, which is great. Now, we do have a bunch of them going outside as well. Poison spell on those lava pups. The Queen's going to clean all that up. And I do go with the Grand Warden's ability, but check this out. My Yeti are turning around. Oh, but they turned back around. Oh, the day is saved because, guys, typically they would just keep walking around the outside. We have the Yeti in the Town Hall. The Grand Warden's ability was already used, mind you, so we are going to have to take a beating from that Giga Bomb. But we're able to pop on through that jump right through the back of the base. The Tesla are actually going to help me jump through because it's going to pull the troops in, so it works out nice. And we went with a side or back end or backside Stone Slammer. I'm typically using the Stone Slammer now. I still need to get into the Siege Barracks a little bit. Queen's ability was popped right there as she gets on through the back end of the base and gonna beat up on that Royal Champion, then gets slowed up by some Skellies. But we have the Yeti, we have a P.E.K.K.A., we have a Giant, and we have an Ice Golem that came out of that Stone Slammer. And remember, the Stone Slammer did clean up all of the defenses down here in the bottom of the base. Only a couple of defenses left with a bunch of troops left. It really is looking good. Not a typical attack from me against a ring base. I usually will struggle against them. But look at that Queen. I got my max level Queen, 43 Royal, 43 Grand Warden, 68 King. He's almost maxed there. And the Royal Champion, she's upgrading right now, actually. I'm getting her to level 10. I want to enhance her ability, which does get that enhance at level 10. And where's the last? That Builder's Hut. The Yeti got it, though. The Yeti is the champion. I got 40 cups from that one. There she is. 3 days and 6 hours, and my Royal Champion will be a level 10, which is a big deal. And in 4 hours and 35 minutes, I will have a max level Town Hall 13. Not everything in the base, but the Town Hall itself. And as you can see, the wall grind is going pretty well. We've got Use and the beginning of C, because remember, guys, use code ECHO. That'll directly support me and everything I'm doing right here on YouTube. So if you decide to support a creator and you want it to be me, code ECHO is what you should be using. But if you don't want to support me, make sure you support one of your other favorite creators, because it costs you nothing, and it is definitely just worth the second it takes to do. But we're going to hop on out of here for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. Remember to find me over on Twitch so you don't miss out on those live streams. Really curious to how that's going to go. It's been a real long time since I've streamed on Switch. But, on Twitch, not Switch. See? But we're leaving, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out this one before you get out of here for the day. And I'll see all you back here later on today with another video or live stream. Till then, be good.